What's up, guys? Kellin, Quinn here, just chilling outside of my Mentor. We got one more day left. It's been a really awesome experience, and yeah, wouldn't trade it for the world. So I just wanted to update you guys right quick and let you know that pre-orders are doing really good. Thank you guys so much for supporting our band. We're going to be doing a thing where if you pre-order the record, we're going to pick 10 people, and I'm going to personally call you and have a phone conversation with you. I don't know when I'll be calling everybody, but I'll be doing it probably within this next week, and it'll be just completely at random. So if you get a phone call from me, we're going to talk about some stuff, and you can ask me whatever you want to ask me, and it'll be awesome. Just to kind of give you guys an extra thank you for supporting us. Alright, we're going to do these questions. The first question is from Allison Moore, and she wanted to know who is someone in your life that told you that you couldn't do something that you wanted to do, and how did that help you accomplish what you guys have accomplished musically? I think that there's always going to be a number of people. I couldn't narrow it down to just one person that pissed me off, and I'm like, I'm going to write a song and prove to them that, you know, I deserve to be here and come home and like feel like I totally socked it to them or whatever. But I think that there's always going to be people that don't want you to succeed in what you want to do, and those type of people are usually it's either one or two things. Number one, you shouldn't be doing it because you really aren't good at what you do, and that's some sort of advice that you should take, or you need to know in your heart that what you're doing is right. So I mean, I think it comes down to like just knowing in yourself like what is important to you, and if it's important enough for you to put your time in your life and your energy into it, then it's worth it, and don't let anybody stop you from doing that. I think that's what's kept our band going, is that we believe in what we do so much that it doesn't matter what anybody says. We're going to do what we want to do because it's our life, and yeah, we're not going to let go ever. So.
Harmonies. Oh, this is a stain on their buttons and a suit.
It was quite good in the charger.
Alright, question 2 is from Alyssa Torres. She wanted to know, in the writing process, have you ever felt not good enough, like what you're writing isn't good enough? And is there any advice that I would give to somebody writing music? I guess, I mean, songs come about really weird. Sometimes they come about really fast and they just feel really good right away, and some songs take a long time to write. I think that you're always going to have like a little bit of doubt or insecurity about what you do because you're putting yourself out there, and you know, it's a very like sensitive and like, you know, it's a hard thing. It's like putting out your art, expecting everybody to like it is just, it's not going to happen. So if you don't have that, I don't think you're doing the right thing. I think it's good to have a little bit of like unsure insecurity, but my advice to you is to just keep writing the best stuff that you can, keep putting it out there, and keep going from there. Like, take people's criticisms and you know, take little advices, and then just keep going with what you want to do, and don't ever stop doing what you want to do. So this question is from Travis Gilberti. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. And he wanted to know what bands inspire you, or what are your favorite bands? That's a really interesting question, because there's a lot of bands that inspire all of us as musicians. I know that Justin, our bass player, would say Thrice, Up and Down, is his biggest inspiration. For me, I would say a huge inspiration would be Copeland, Aaron Marsh. Anthony Green's another huge inspiration to me. I listen to a lot of The Used. They inspire me a lot. Starting Line. just a lot of different bands inspire me. Even bands, you know, that are putting out music now inspire me to do something, and there's always somebody paving the way for bands to do what they want to do. But I know that Justin would say Thrice, Jesse would say Ryan Adams or Under Oath, Jack, our new guitar player, would probably say I don't know, he likes so many bands. He'd probably say like Drugs right now would probably inspire him. Not the actual drugs, but the band Drugs would inspire him. And then Gabe would say Aaron Gillespie and Travis Barker would probably inspire him. Alright, question 4 is from Sarah LaFaro. I hope I said your last name right. The question is, how do you come up with song titles? And when I read this question, I thought of an awesome story, and it is how I named If I'm James Dean, Audrey Hepburn. And basically, the story goes, my mom is really good friends with a girl named Victoria, whose brother just so happens to be Vince Vaughn. Cool brag, I know, right? But anyways, he was looking at pictures of me and my sister and said that I looked a lot like James Dean. And I told my girl the story of that, and she said, well, if you're James Dean, then I'm Audrey Hepburn. So that's how I came up with that name, and basically that's how I come up with a lot of song names, just basically little conversations that I have with people that I think sound interesting as a song title, and that's how it happens. Alright, so question 5 comes from Jess Green, and they wanted to know, how did you come up with your album title / cover? And I was stoked to answer this question because I've seen a lot of comments floating around about the album title being grammatically incorrect, and again, when I come up with names of songs or titles, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with anything but like experiences in my life. And for example, Let's Cheers to This was something that my little guy Rowan said one time to me during New Year's. All the adults were hanging out and drinking champagne before the ball dropped, and he came in from his bedroom with his little buddies, and he's like, he had a little cup of apple cider, and he raised it up and he said, "Let's cheers to this." And I thought it was super cute, so I named that the album title. So again, it means something, you know, to us and to me personally, and that's how we put it out there. It doesn't always make sense, but it makes sense to us. And the album cover is just basically like what we thought of as something vintage and something that reminded us of like the old times and something that felt good, and that's kind of how the glass and the hand and everything came about. So thank you guys so much. I'm glad I got to answer your questions. We love you, and we'll see you soon. Peace.